I'm not your mama. Bro, kids or somewhere.
Yeah.
Just be
But the funny
begging,
shit is
bro.
he just whined and he really not
Oh
really
God,
upset
just be
about nothing. He
begging,
just
bro.
want what he want.
My God.
8,000 years later lol. USC.
Here.
We finally locked and loaded. We in this bitch. You already.
Yo,
Man,
yo.
tune in to the Hits and J History Lesson Podcast. We're in season 8 in Homecoming League, episode 3. Who's in? 5-Star Flex, the awards show, top 25, the bracket. Everything's on deck right now, man. Awards race. Who's winning these awards right now? Who's in the lead for it? We're going to talk about stats. We're going to talk about matchups as well as we continue our run through the Hits and J show. We're back. You already know how it go down. Tune the fuck in and have fun. That's it. That's all I can
Lock
say
in,
to
lock
you.
in. Lock in.
FSU. Arizona State Trident Emblem. Joe Tigers Big. Kun you ass face with tears of joy.
Come on in, hit that like button while y'all bringing y'all asses in here. No diddy. One of my boy Flash, man. All right, bet. I see what you done did. Something ain't right on my end with
Conceding
the
to
pivot.
LSU. I hope Lane Kiffin win this year, because if not, you just wasted a lot of money.
You better win. You ain't got no choice but to. Them motherfuckers done gave him all that bread.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna have to do something. You feel me? Like there's no way around it, bro. This nigga,
You see,
listen, because they still paying 2 other coaches along with his coaching salary, and they gave him top tier money to be able to tear the portal up. So he better do what he gotta do.
He better win.
You see T Cal, bro, tweaking.
Nah, I stopped following that nigga. So
He done called out Deion Sanders. Apparently, he's saying Deion Sanders done.
what he said?
Apparently, Deion Sanders done did something.
I mean, the
Deion
last thing
Sanders done
Deion
called
talked
him out
about
or
was a
something.
5'9" corner again and shit. He brought that up, saying how he don't really
He
like
said
5'9" corners.
so they did a team meeting or whatever that was introducing the coaches, and I guess Deion said he not going for behind talking to YouTube with the outside coach or something. I don't know. I ain't seen the clip or something. And bro was like, "Oh, he talking about me and his team mean," and then he said, because you can't coach, you don't coach the players, you don't watch film with them, and I had to coach your son too, like I've been coaching other players." And he said, and he tagged Deion Sanders. He said, "Get better at coaching," and tagged him. I said, "Nah, buddy is on a
Yeah, he
Roy
tripping.
rage right now." So,
Deion ain't worried about his ass.
well, they did. They recruit him good. They recruited
Yeah,
good.
Deion not worrying about him, bro. Like he in a reality world of he think he more important than he really the fuck is. That's the problem.
Niggas
Right?
think
He
they
get
bigger than the program.
he no him. He gained a little following, and T Cal think he hot think he fish grease right now. The nigga think he got enough power to do what he doing right now. But he also know the more he do that shit, because you gotta think about it. He can't go a day without talking about something from
Galileo
Colorado.
female.
Bro,
And
he
and the more
literally,
people that just stop dealing with the nigga and just ignoring, let him be. Bro, he wrote a message to fucking Pond, and all he did was talk shit about how Deion didn't go after him. And it's like, bro, congratulate that man on having a great career and great go to the NFL. Why you gotta talk about what Colorado didn't do and he just won a championship with Indiana? Do it matter? Like Khalil Benson, even though he got benched in the championship game because he couldn't block a soul, he just won a championship. Talk positive about that. Why you keep coming back to Colorado all the
bro,
time with this shit?
niggas told him like, bro, is this not a gotcha moment? Like, are you not trying to be funny and say gotcha? He was like, yeah. I said, bro, that's some whole shit.
I tried to tell you, you talking about you like the nigga. I'm telling you here, fucking,
No,
he
I
a
said his
bitch
film
ass nigga.
breakdowns, bro.
I'll slap the shit out of him in real life. It's just some niggas bitches, and see what he don't like is this. Dion keep going on Nilly in them show, and he keep without saying it out loud. Him being on the show is showing motherfuckers stop hating on Nilly because he got inside access. Anything Nilly telling y'all, he telling y'all what's coming from me. So stop listening to these outside podcasters that don't got no access but think they could tell you everything that's going on.
Bro, all I know is they gonna actually be coaching this year, and that's gonna make a world of difference. Like that's gonna make a world of difference when you actually got players who gonna need the coaching.
Yep.
Like, give me the.
And my boy JoJo for real. I don't know. Man, keep talking about how many of y'all coming in this bitch. Hit that like button, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, and also let us know who you are, what team you represent. If you're not in homecoming league, let us know you watching. You know it's go Buffs all day. Let's go ahead and post that in the comment section. I'm seeing the guys on and shit. Respect to all those that are on. We live. Let me hear your voice, bro.
Yo.
Okay, we in the building.
Go Buffs.
Go Buffs. All right, it's been a little minute since we've been with y'all, but we are back. Hits and J, we already ready to get to it, man. History lesson, you already know the podcast. We back at it. Homecoming, man. This is all about EA Sports and College 26, right? We take y'all through our reality world of college football and how we the guys that play this game are managing their universities and how things are going within those universities. Before we get into what we want to talk about, Jay, man, you took over the Texas Tech program. Y'all were ranked number 10. You just went up against number 6 Notre Dame and a 7-point defeat. But just talk to me real fast. Give the world out here a little view of, why you think the Texas Tech job was the best move for you.
Mike McCarthy, the new
Man,
Steelers
we
coach.
compete. That's all the proof in the pudding. That's all. Hey, we compete. Can't nobody say. And I feel like when I was at Washington, a lot of people feel like. Hold on 1 second.
He got the little bad one, little baby J in the background, wanting everything. Y'all know how the kids can get. They bored. They want something to do. They won't be in the way. But me personally, I'll talk about him at Texas Tech. I like the move. I think once he can get a pipeline established in Texas and start getting guys from the state of Texas to believe in their program, right? And being ranked number 10 in the nation right now does that. But if you give the people of the state of Texas the opportunity to see that not only do y'all got the NIL resources, but y'all can win some ball games too, that'll start keeping those guys in state home, and he'll better start moving in a different way right now. I do think they're a young roster. He brought a significant group of guys over from Washington, and that gave him his baseline and his culture to build. And I do think that, you're going to see an improved Texas Tech team. An improved Texas Tech team makes a bit better Big 12 and homecoming league. So I like the move. I like where he's at right now. He just got to continue to build off of it. There's been some big time matchups going down all throughout the season, but none great be bigger than a rival weekend, right? We about to be in the last days of 2032, and week 13 gonna bring some matchups that's going to be very impressive. So let's go there. Let's look at the ACC Week 13 matchups. All right, you got rival weekend between North Carolina State and North Carolina. And here's the thing, though. North Carolina State is playing, and while they're playing this game, they did a really good job of being active this year. And that's the one thing I was looking for to North Carolina State and their coaching staff, to show that they will play their games this year, and they did exactly that. They're 8-3 on the year, 5-2 on conference play. They're having a really good year. They're ranked number 21 in the nation right now, and the football world and the football gods has came down and blessed this coach because they like what he's done with this program over the last 2 seasons. And the Oregon job opened up, and as of right now, he's interviewing for that Oregon job. Now, how well do he keep his guys focused on their season goals, knowing that their head coach is taking an interview with the Oregon Ducks right now, and that might be announced real soon that NC State's head coach will be taking the Oregon Ducks job at homecoming. Talk to me in the comment section. How do y'all feel about that? Me personally, I think you giving this guy better resources and a better program. I mean, you could kind of call Oregon a blue blood, right? I think the recruiting can get better for him. I think the player that he can bring in can get better for him, and a roster that takes the guy left at that Oregon Ducks program is intact right now to really be just waiting for a really good coach to come over there. The question will be, is he the right coach? Right? They didn't want to make a splash hire. They wanted a blue chip type guy, right? They wanted a guy that, that's been at a small program and keeping them in a conversation of relevance, where they don't have to pay the guy, the head coach, a lot of money. They wanted better use that Nike money on players. So I think this could be a good hire, right? But it's going to be one of them hires where he's going to have a short leash.
As long as he's locked in, congratulations.
And he's going to have a really short leash, and they're going to want to see some type of improvement over the first 2 seasons. If they can't get that, I would think they'll be in a search for another coach real soon. But this is the type of coach you want, right? You want a coach that made the best out of less resources, and now you give him them resources. Can he turn up and turn the win column up?
Okay, now we back.
So if that happens, we may find out later on the day after NC State coach come off that interview, right? They got a big Week 13 game against North Carolina, and this is the make or break game for North Carolina, right? They're sitting at number 13. It wasn't looking cute for North Carolina just two advances ago, right? It was looking like they was
Yeah.
going to be in a situation where they will not make the playoffs for the first time under Coach Falk and Bill Belichick. But they sitting at 13 right now with a huge rival game in Week 13 to end the season to keep them in playoff conversation. Because if they win this game and some teams lose in front of them, they're going to be in a playoff hunt, and then they don't have to play a conference championship game, which will leave them at win this game and then wait it out. And if all the dominoes fall, North Carolina fought their way right back into a playoff berth. How you feel about that, Jay?
I feel like I don't know. Just you can't count him out. He one of them people you can't count out. You know, he did have a little rocky, had a rocky back-to-back week. What I think lost to Clemson, lost to Duke back-to-back. Kind
Hmm.
of got rocky, but you know, you stay the course. You stick it out. I think he might slide in at 12. It depends. I mean, we still got 3 weeks to go, and again, he coming up against an NC State user who looking to make some noise and show that he here to stay. So I'm
Yes,
excited to
sir.
see how that matchup goes out.
I mean, if NC State upset North Carolina, that's going to be the talk of the week. And think about this, right? Why North Carolina State's coach is on an interview with the Oregon Ducks right now. How focused will North Carolina State be in this rival game? Can they still keep the
I
same
think
energy?
they super focused. I think they super focused.
I just got word back that the Oregon AD said they paying attention to this North Carolina rival, and they don't care if he wins the game, but they care how he loses the game. If he goes out and play a really good football game and he loses it, and he doesn't lose by the 17-point margin that they got North Carolina winning, and he can cover that, they think he's the guy for the Oregon job. How you feel about that?
I feel like that's a good assessment. I mean, it's a top dog that he's going against, so it just depends on how he plays it out.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I like the fact that they put the pressure on him, right? Like, look, we're going to offer you this job. You're not going to be getting top tier money, right? But you're going to be getting top tier resources. You're taking over an Oregon program that has the roster right now to compete with anybody in the Big Ten, and not just anybody in the Big Ten, anybody in the country, right? Can you be that
Yeah,
guy to come in and put a staff together and then take these resources and get the right players to come in with the players you got? So the first thing they want to see them do is retain the players that's already on a roster. Are you enough to move the needle? Can you get the top tier stars on Oregon's roster right now to say, you know what, we want to play for this coach, right? So again, this game against North Carolina is a lot is on the line because not only is the AD and the president watching, you also got the players watching to see what type of coach you really are now. All eyes are on North Carolina State when it comes down to Week 13 versus North Carolina. We'll be announcing Oregon's decision.
all I know is he better show up and he better show up because I backed him. I backed him. I feel like he'll be. A lot of people were saying UCLA. I know Max thought UCLA will be a better fit and stuff like that, which I know that's probably not counted out. But I just feel like UCLA switching to Oregon, he's still gonna be who he is. Like what's going on at Oregon can be going on and should be going on at UCLA. So I feel like it ain't much of a difference with him switching teams because at the end of the day he gonna play how he plays. Like I feel like his roster construction wouldn't be it wouldn't be different because he doesn't have a bad team now. Like he wins, so it's like I don't think it'll
He
be.
Not to cut you off though, but Jay, UCLA is overcoached because he's not doing a good job of roster retention. He's not doing a good job of putting that
See,
roster together. He's been overcoaching and putting himself in a situation where I would kind of call it the Signetti route, right? Where he's get some portal players and wait for his players to develop, and when they develop, you're gonna have good years, and then while they're developing, you're gonna have subpar years. But he did a good job doing the superb years, right? Where those guys aren't developed like the players, the teams he's going up against, but he's finding ways to still win. I think his resume is better than North Carolina State's resume when it comes down to coaching and not having uh, the team to be able to be top-notch tier, right? This guy's won a Big Ten championship. Did he win more than one Big Ten championship? He's been in the
Nah, I think he got
playoffs.
one.
Like,
But yeah,
like
see, that's
you,
what I'm saying. Like he can win with the team he has now. So it's like, yeah, his resume is better. You know, like Signetti resume is better, but Signetti, I look at it like this: Signetti went to JMU and was balling, and then he went to Indiana. Like at the end, it's not really like he didn't take a bigger school. He just balled with you, basically the same team, probably with just a little bit more resources. But I feel like UCLA is already at a school who has the resources.
that's where I was
Just like,
going with it. Like, you got the resources, but yet, like, so look, UCLA do a good job with player development. And again, when you are one of them schools that bring in 3 stars and some portal guys, you need those guys to develop, right? Like, you need those guys to go through a 2 to 3 year development process before you be a Big Ten champion. But while you're not playing with those type of players and you're waiting for that development, what's his record been? That's the key to this whole situation to me. UCLA has shown that they can win ball games no matter what their roster look like. But the problem is this: when you think of NC State and UCLA, who do you think got the better resources right now?
UCLA.
Exactly my point. So if
But
Oregon
that's
was to
what I
give UCLA head coach that job and give him more resources, he hasn't done anything with the resources he had. So why do you think
exactly.
he would do anything else with that resource? So that's the argument right there between those two coaches: UCLA's head coach and North Carolina State's head coach.
I think it just comes down to how it ends out this season. Like this is a big game for NC State though.
Yes, sir.
I think if he pull it out though, or even if he just don't pull it, like pulling out to be a bonus. But I ain't gonna sit here and tell nobody, play to not like just get your ass beat. Like
Mm-hmm.
no, you play to win, of course, but I feel like even like you said, even with a loss, I don't think he'll be too far off from like, maybe if he did have better recruits to come in, he wouldn't lose that game. So
Yeah, so then you got, and then Cal, they just hired a hell of a coach right now that got them 7-3, 4-2 in conference play, and they rank 18 in the playoffs is not out of their reach right now. So you're looking at teams that, like I'm gonna go to week 14. Nobody plays that week. What week the USC and UCLA play already?
uh yes, they played last night, USC won.
USC won that game 35-26, and that's what I mean by the on and off year, right? This is the year where UCLA need them young guys to start developing, and they lose the game. But then next year they'll be developed, and do they win this game, right? So I think UCLA coach is going to have to sit still. I don't know. If I'm Oregon, I'm not hiring a UCLA coach, not because he's not a winner. I just think you got resources and you're not doing a good job with it. If we
Yeah,
give you
that's
more
all that
resources,
is.
how that's going to be?
What's gonna change? That's my whole argument. That's my whole argument with that. Like what changes with more resources? With like what's the difference between the resources you got now? So I
Then
think he's
you
doing the game. He winning.
you winning
It was
though.
a close game. You
Like if I'm UCLA, I'm not
USC.
mad if I don't get the Oregon job. I'm not mad at it,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Because
like you still in the prime spot.
and then you got Florida going up against Florida State in their rival game week 13. Florida sitting at 8-2, 6-1 conference play. They rank 20 in the nation right now, and then Florida State at 7-3, 5-2 in the ACC. They rank 14th in the nation right now. Who needs this win more? Number 14 Florida State or number 20 Florida?
I say 20 Florida because 20, he had 20, but he 8-2 with 6-1 conference record. I think he probably need if he want to make a playoff push. I think he need to win more. But Florida State, I think it's just the same thing both ways. Like Florida State want the playoff push, you're gonna have to win. It's gonna be a big one. It probably put him in that. It will depend on who else lose too, though. Like it depends on the NC State and North Carolina game. That matters for them in particular. The same for NC State and Florida. If NC State lose and Florida lose, but NC State don't lose by that much, he probably jumped Florida in the rankings. And same thing, Florida State. If he beat the brakes off Florida and Falk only win by a touchdown or so, Florida State probably jump Falk and get a playoff spot, and Falk probably both of them probably get in the playoffs. But I feel like they all depending on each other.
It's huge, man. That's going to be a great conversation in that game right there. Me personally, I do think Florida State, because of where they ranked at right now, will benefit more because they are, like, you got to think about it. North Carolina is 13 and Florida State is 14. They both need to get to at least
Yeah.
11 to get in the
Yep.
playoffs.
Yep.
Right, so a win for both of them can put that in the situation. That shows us how strong this ACC really is. And then there's number 25 ranked South Carolina, who's sitting at 8-2, 5-2 for the first time in 6 seasons. South Carolina is relevant now. So does that bring
Yeah.
back this rival game? Like, what happens in this game is going to tell us what the rival going to look like down the stretch.
Yeah, I think it'll say a lot. I think it'll say a lot depending on how it plays out, and if they, if he keeps it a close game. I think for him it's kind of, like I said, I'm not gonna tell nobody to play not to win, but even if he didn't win, just give a game. But I think he'll give a game. I think he'll give a good game.
Clemson
But
hitting on
again,
all cylinders right now. They going
I can say
crazy.
it, buddy. Just like dude, third season being number one, going into the playoffs.
Yeah, and my question would be this: does South Carolina have enough to be able to win this game?
I don't know. It's gonna come down to coaching.
Yep.
I don't know. That's all I can say. It's gonna come down to coaching. But I will say, Clemson he done figured something out. So hey, that's finding a coach. You going up against a coach who not learning his team, who know his team, who figuring out, like, he figured out early, like, okay, this is what my team is and this is what we're gonna roll with. So I think
Both of
that's
these football programs benefit off of big plays, like
yeah.
major big plays, right? Clemson got a running back that barely gets touched. I mean, he take long runs to the crib a lot. I think he had about 48 runs over 20 yards already this year, 19 broken tackles. So that tell you he's not really getting touched when he break away. And we just
Yeah,
watched
he
South
balled.
Carolina. Every game we watched them play. Like, I've watched play. They make big plays on both sides of the ball, and they could take. They could throw it over top. They can run a 70, 80 yard run in an instance, and defensively they could take a pick six to the crib from anywhere on
Who
the
are,
field.
who are his two losses to? Max and
50-50.
he got that first CM he took.
Yeah, he lost one game. He had a 50-50 a couple of weeks back. His only loss is to Oklahoma.
Yeah. So you lost to somebody who probably go on to win it if they go all the way.
But this would be good for football, right? Because this gives
Yeah.
Clemson another test where you got a good user on South Carolina. They just went and hired a hell of a coach, and they did that with this game in mind. We're tired of getting our asses kicked in our rival game, and we're tired of it. Both of us from South Carolina. Clemson has been dominating the South Carolina rival, and South Carolina is looking to get back
I
in
think the
this
pressure
game.
is on Clemson a little bit though.
I
Like I
do
said,
too.
not no major pressure, but I think just a little bit from the simple fact he playing a good user. He in top 25, so a loss won't hurt because he'll still be in the playoffs. He still probably won't slide past 5, but then he'll still have to come back and play a conference championship 9 times out of 10.
If he loses this game, it gotta be a close loss because Clemson ranked 25.
Yeah,
We've seen teams lose by double digits and drop from top 5 to fucking damn near out of the playoffs off a lose. So I'm gonna tell you this: South Carolina can't go into Clemson, Death Valley, and blow Clemson out. If that happens, Clemson could fall down there to like 12 or some shit like that, right? Off of that, depending on what happens in front of them.
I don't think he'll fall to 12 though. Because
Man,
NC State, or like the next closest in his conference is who? Like, well, when we get to conference breakdown, we'll revisit that. But I think the next closest person to his conference is like Falk maybe, and he 8-2 in conference or something like. He already got 2 conference losses.
I'm just going off the trend of top 10 teams losing by double digits and falling out of the top 10 completely. Like you watched Notre Dame lose to Clemson and fall 4 spots, right? And then
Yeah.
you lost. Alabama lost to a non-ranked team and fell down there out of the mix, like somewhere between 8 to 9 spots. That's what I'm talking about, right? 25,
From
the 25 team,
after losing
right?
to PSU.
4-19, like shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like if the margin of victory is big, Clemson can fall a lot of spots. If there's a close game, Clemson ain't falling out of the top 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but a win puts him in a. He gets an automatic bid to the playoffs with a win.
Yeah, he win this.
And
He win this game. He's gonna stay at number one. And he'll have a first round bye in the playoffs for sure. And then it comes down to the conference championship
give me
game,
that.
which we'll get to as well. But we got some good rival, like just in the ACC alone. NC State, North Carolina, big rival game. Florida
Yeah,
State, big rival game. And South Carolina,
I
Clemson can be a big rival game. Like we're souping
Hey,
this
can I
game
say
up.
this though? Can I
Go
say
ahead.
this though? This is just my recommendation, but I feel like if NC State does get the Oregon job, I feel like you got to move Oregon to the ACC. Just for the simple fact that that'll like him taking him out of the ACC kind of shifts the scales just a tad bit. Like it make it unbalanced, it make it weird. I like him in the ACC, and I
I
think with
don't think
Oregon
so
in the
because
ACC,
we
yeah,
got the new Cal user. I think that balances it out, right? Like I think Oregon got to stay in the Big Ten because the parity of the Big Ten, right? I think what that does is that gives North Carolina State an opportunity to fight for the Big Ten with Oregon more than anything. Right now, it's still Ohio State's lead to lose when it comes down to the
yeah,
Big Ten. He need because you just left the Big Ten, right? Like so, you
yep.
need somebody in that Big Ten that can fight. We're looking at Michigan as, and we'll get to that soon, as the team that arise into that conversation as well. As the Nebraskas of the world, the Penn States of the world right now. Penn State seem like they're a good team, and they gonna have something to say about this Big Ten
Ah, yeah, he
going
balling.
forward as well. So
I
I
seen that the
like
other
it right
day,
now.
but last night.
I think ACC is strong enough with the guys in it right now to keep. That's why you see guys with 3 losses ranked higher than guys with 1 and 2 losses right now. Like when have you seen an 8-2 South Carolina sitting at 8-2, and then North Carolina 8-3, Florida State with 3 losses, and they in front of an SEC school,
All
or
I know is
Florida
I feel
sitting
like
with
I
one
shouldn't drop
conference
that far.
loss, huh?
I feel like I should. I feel like I
Nah,
shouldn't drop out of the top
you
10.
lost by 7. You ain't gonna drop that far. You're gonna drop. You're sitting at 10, so you're gonna drop maybe 2 to 3 spots.
Yeah, I
And it
mean that's
also
why I know.
depends on who else is in the who else loses, right? Who else lost this week as well. Um, all right, so we go to the Big 12. There's no real big rivalries in Big Week 12 week besides Notre Dame and USC. And this is a rival game. How you feel about this, right? Number 4 versus number 6. This is huge. It
I
doesn't
feel like
hurt
this
Notre
is gonna
Dame in
lose.
conference. Notre Dame can lose this game and be straight, but they not.
Yeah,
It's not going to hurt them in conference play. Uh,
it'll just
but
hurt his rankings.
yeah,
It'll
but
just hurt his
ranking.
rankings.
I mean,
I feel like
I mean they both
what you
got one
gonna ask?
loss right now, right? Both of them 10-1.
Yeah,
This is a
I
big
think
game.
I think I think I
Those
think it'll
late
more so
losses
hurt
hurt.
USC than it would Notre Dame because a late loss for USC right now at 4.
If I'm USC, I'd rather lose at 4 than lose at 6.
Yeah, yeah,
And you know how them late
I,
losses do. Them late losses be
yeah, that'll
fucking
hurt.
niggas.
And he'll be 10-2.
Yep.
But I feel like it won't hurt him in conference still because he'll still have a chance because he beat UCLA.
And Ohio State.
Oh yeah, so he top that conference from Penn State. And
Notre
Penn State
Dame
ain't
is
playing no
fighting.
rivalry game.
What Notre Dame is doing right now, they want this win to go on their resume. So when it come down to the Big 12 choosing who's going to play in the Big 12 championship, they look at this game and say, you know what? I know it wasn't a conference game, but they proved their non-conference schedule and conference. How do you hold them out of the Big 12 championship? Even though Arizona State's undefeated and Colorado's undefeated, and neither one of those two teams play a user to close out their season, so they'll finish undefeated. And Notre Dame could come into it saying, well, we beat back-to-back users, a Big 12 top 10 team,
Yeah,
and USC, who's a top 5 team. That should count in the resume of why we should be going to the Big 12 championship. It's going to be interesting down the
yeah.
stretch for the Big 12 right now, man.
Oh yeah, it's
Uh,
like if I beat Notre Dame, we looking at you and Murray probably playing for conference, and then we just balling from there. And but it'd been close. Like me and Notre Dame probably would have still been in the playoffs. I think we probably would have. It's still a possibility, but we probably had the most. We probably be up there at the SEC with teams in the playoffs.
until you and Notre Dame played this week, it was 4 teams that was undefeated in the Big
Yep,
12.
yep.
and it'll be 3 for the last week of the regular season. So that matters. In my opinion, that tells the story why the Big 12 has turned into a conference now, where you got guys. Because you think about it, it's 4 teams in the Big 12 in the top 10 right now.
Yep. And then like you said, it's looking like stay a little earlier. I mean, stay in that top 10, or even just still have room to make a push for a playoff.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I like it. And then again, in the Notre Dame and Texas Tech game, that was a 7-point ball game. Where
Yeah,
it shouldn't hurt you. Now it'll drop you out of the top 10, but how far is going to be the question.
yeah.
And
How
then you
far is
still
gonna
get
be
a week.
the
You still get a week. Well, you on a bye week after that week, so your season is over at this point. Uh, but your resume was great for year one as a head coach, taking over that Texas
Oh
Tech
yeah, year
program.
one we ball. I ain't even mad. I ain't year one we ball. Like we lost the fault, and then we lost to Oregon, fault, and then Notre Dame. Like, but them well, Oregon's out the picture now. But if he was still playing, he probably would have been top somewhere in the Big Ten.
UCLA.
And
Yes,
then Notre Dame playoff. And speaking of Notre Dame, did you see in real life? You see they get they get an at large bid for the playoffs every year now.
ain't that crazy though?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you like it?
I
You think
like
that's
it.
a
I feel
good
like
thing?
it's fair. I feel like it's fair because they opted out
Yeah,
of the
because
bowl
then you
game.
wouldn't have
Cause
got to see no who the fuck made the
yeah,
playoffs? James Madison and who else? North Texas or some bullshit.
yeah, I feel like Notre Dame. I feel like that's a good bid for them. So with a good season, they automatically go into the playoffs. I feel like that's fair.
That is fair. Now they need to get back to that USC rival
Yeah, yeah,
and stop
but
playing games.
I think that's a good game. I think that's a good game. That's going Notre Dame and USC. That's gonna be a shaker there. That'll shake up a lot of rankings, and I think USC is figuring it out, or he's figured something out because he was balling against UCLA.
Nebraska travels to Iowa in the Heroes game. This is a big time rival game, Nebraska and Iowa. But the rival of the Big Ten, Michigan, Ohio State. Is this rival about to be revived right now? Look, Michigan is 6-4, 5-2 in conference play. They hired Coach Rob, who had the Louisville job, did a really good job with Louisville,
Fuck
got
that,
them in the
get your
playoffs.
ass in a
Then he
conference.
took the Houston job, made it to the playoffs in year one with Houston, and they just got a fucking job raised, and they now he got the Michigan program. Do we worry about this game? Is this game going to be Ohio State winning the shit out of it, or does Michigan have an opportunity to go into the horseshoe in Columbus and upset the number 8
I
ranked
th-
team in the nation?
oh no, cause look, he had a rough start starting out this season. Like Ohio State had a really rough start starting out the season, but he's at number 8 at 8-3, 7-1 in conference. So I feel like oh no, he figured it out late. So it's gonna be hard to go. And then he going to Ohio State. You gotta go. Michigan can do it, but Michigan got to come to ball. He got to come to play. But I think Ohio State might. It's gonna be tough to win. Somebody that started off late, who found that groove late. That's kind of, they kind of firing on all cylinders while still figuring it out. So you can't really say they just played their best game yet. So
This is what Michigan's going to do. Michigan going to go first year as the head coach of this Michigan program. We made Ohio State take a loss at the end of the season, which is going to knock them out of the playoffs. And not just that, they got the same record as us. We're going to finish 7-4, 5-2 in conference play, and if we beat them, they'll finish 8-4, 7-2 in conference play. And I don't think nobody but Michigan fans will love this win. Now it's a
I'm with
hard
you on
task for Michigan to go into Ohio State and win this ball game, but the pressure is not on Michigan. They come into this game loose, playing a rival game that they don't like. They don't like this Ohio State team, and they know that, and they can go in there and be spoilers. So who has the more pressure, in my opinion, is Ohio State. He cannot lay an egg in this game and drop this fucking football game, or he will not be in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, he can't lose.
That's pressure. That's pressure because the coach that has this Michigan team is not a bad coach at all. We've seen him take 2 different teams to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just a must win for him for sure.
How do you see Ohio State handling business in this game? What do they got to do?
he got a ball. I mean, he gotta establish his offense early and just go out there and win. He gotta separate himself. Like you eight, you top 10. So I feel like he gotta go in there and show why he top 10.
And just because like again, you being blessed right now, sitting at 8-3, and you number 8 in the nation with 3 losses. And to me, what that does is that's the brand of Ohio State kicking in for him.
Yeah,
So he got to show the world that they made the right decision of having him at 8 right now. So I am here, babe. In my opinion, this game means everything for Ohio State. They cannot do anything to compromise where they at right now, right? Like because not just that, they got to win this game, and then they still got to win the Big Ten championship for them to still be a playoff team. Like it's crucial right now for them. Like they can't fuck around. They on high alert right now. So my question to you is, after the season that Ohio State's having right now, if are they on the hot seat?
no,
Is the seat
because I mean,
hot?
look, it's not really. I can't say it is because he started like look, he started off bad. Like at the start of this season, about week 4, we were like, oh my god, Ohio State, like what's going on? Like that's what was being said in the chat. Like also okay, like like maybe next year, shit like that. But he 8-3, sitting at 8, and again, like I said, he's still gonna be playing for a conference championship. Like it's still probably gonna be him and USC in the conference championship.
And he got a chance
Unless
to revenge that game.
like and he probably still gonna be in, like, you see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like he's still making a conference championship run and he's still making a playoff run. So it's kind of hard. Like it's like damn, like is he got to win in the playoffs? Like that's how he got to win.
Everything
Not saying he
comes down
can't
to
win.
this: win to stay in. Simple as that. You're in right now,
Yeah,
and you got to win to stay in.
literally. But that's the case. The competition has been so good. That's the case for a lot of people. Like that's the case for a lot of teams. Like win to stay in because again, with the AC, when you go back to the ACC, you got FSU playing and Falk looking to get in at 13. Who, he win, he probably get in because he beat a ranked opponent. But NC State looking to make a push
He
too.
not
He
making the
win
conference
is
championship.
looking.
Yeah. So my thing is this, right? Like, uh, his
It'll be me
playoffs,
versus
his
PSU.
his playoffs started already. His playoff chances starts right here. This Michigan Ohio State is a playoff game. There's
Yeah,
no way
She
around it
was so
because
long I found a
look what's
different
going on right
network.
now. Ohio State, I mean, USC is right. Penn State is undefeated in conference play right now, and so is USC. They're playing each other in the conference championship.
Now I
So
gotta
yeah.
rewatch 42
Ohio
minutes.
State at 8, they got this Michigan game is a playoff game. They win this
Well, yeah.
playoff game, they in no matter
Mm-hmm.
what.
Yeah.
And they luck
Well,
out because if they don't got to play a conference championship game, they get to stay in. So they win this game, they in. Everything
he
on
in a
the line for them
situation.
right here.
He in a situation Falk was in last season.
Yep, yep.
At this point, it's just him going up and down.
Facts. Now the SEC. All right, Texas A&M. That's just the Texas Bowl. How important is this Oklahoma versus LSU game? LSU coming off a big win over Alabama last week. And now, number 5, Oklahoma goes on a road to travel to LSU and Baton Rouge to take on the 19th ranked LSU football program, who is actually better than what their record is saying right now. Can
BT
they?
Dowda.
My thing is this though. It comes down to this? Oklahoma should go into this game as confident as they ever been. They don't feel like if I'm Oklahoma, I'm feeling like this. LSU ain't showed me not one time that they can do anything with me. And all I gotta do is go in and play the game I play. He'll outcoach himself and he'll do some things that'll put me in a situation where it can get ugly, or it might take a little longer to make it get ugly. But if I'm LSU, I'm saying, you know what? All my chips are in right now. I'm at the blackjack table, and let's get it. I'm putting the chips in, and we feel like we do got the football team to better take care of Oklahoma while they come into Baton Rouge to deal with us at Death Valley. And I'm gonna give you the game of your life, and you have to play, and you have to play for 4 quarters. If he can do that, and get this upset, I think this win at 19 can catapult him into a playoff conversation as well. But the J makers, right? If you go to the J parlay, they are not picking this LSU team to win this ball game, and I think the whole
We
country
are
will feel
not.
that way. So if I'm
Banana bread.
LSU,
Not,
I'm
but
taking this.
it's not. It's not all. It's not that far off. I don't think it's as far off as it has been in recent
La la
years.
lo 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 lo.
Yeah, I just think this. I think
ASSSS
LSU
juice.
are in a situation to get this game at home at the end of the year, and they can upset Oklahoma. That's what it all comes down to. If you can upset
Yeah,
Oklahoma, congratulations, and let's see what happens in the play in the week 14 advance.
that'll put both of them in. That'll put both of them at 6-2.
Hmm.
6-2. I think. I don't know. He definitely will need a good win. That'll be a good win too to pull out.
So let me ask you
Alabama,
this:
Auburn.
Auburn and Alabama, the game has been exciting over the last 3 seasons. Since Auburn started to play this game has been exciting, and we really can't pick a winner. But Auburn has won it last year. My question is this: both of them are unranked football teams right now, but Auburn sitting at 5-6, 5-2 in conference play. Alabama 7-3, 4-2 in conference play, and Alabama can like what happens
Is
here?
week
Are
13
they out of it?
Who? Alabama and Auburn. I feel like.
No, it's Alabama out the playoffs. Period. It's over with for them, right?
Yo, yeah, because the SEC stack. You got LSU, Oklahoma, who else? Florida.
It's not even that. They just not even ranked no more. Like they
Yeah,
can't
they
win
not
this
ranked
game
no
and get
more.
back into a playoff conversation,
I
right?
think
At
they beat
all.
Auburn. I think they beat Auburn. Auburn got 6 losses. Auburn has struggled playing users this year.
I think this game lost its value just because of both the teams not being ranked this year, and what it
Yeah,
does is just make this a Alabama game, right? This is played in the state of Alabama. Both these teams are from Alabama, and it's a big time Iron Bowl rival, and we know there's always excitement amongst this rival. Will it still have the same luster that it's had over the last couple of years with nobody playing for nothing right now?
I
That's the
don't know.
question.
I don't think it will, but it's a possibility. I mean, Bama might. Bama is Bama. They might mess around. They ain't getting in the playoffs at 7-3. No, they don't. They ain't getting in the playoffs.
They would have had
But
to be in like the top 15 to be able to
yeah,
make it to a playoff.
I think they both lost too early. Often, like both of them lost two conference games. So that's tough. That's tough. I think they're just playing. Toilet bowl. my
Toilet
hey,
bowl
like
game.
toilet bowl game.
Mm-mm-mm. All right. That's what week 13, the weekend will look like right now. Now let's get into the top 25 for a second. And we look at, again, Clemson sitting at number one. They at Syracuse at advance. Arizona State goes to, is at Kansas. Uh, you got Colorado on a bye week right now. Um, USC and UCLA, they played, right? They already played this game.
Yeah, they
Oklahoma took
played.
care of Cincinnati. Notre Dame beat Texas Tech by a score. Georgia beat Alabama. No, Georgia and Alabama playing right now. This is important.
Yeah.
That's why week 13 could be important. If Alabama can beat Georgia, they'll get back into being ranked at least
Yeah.
and then push themselves from
But I
there.
don't. I don't think it'll be that important like that because Auburn will still be unranked, and
Right.
it'll be like you just beat a bad or like you beat a bad Auburn team. So I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. I think Alabama just playing for prestige at this point.
So what happened to them playing at 1:30? Was that 1:30 Central or did I read that wrong?
I think it's 1:30 Eastern, so they should be about done. I think
They ain't even
at
start.
this
This
point.
game ain't even fucking started yet.
Cause it's our 1:30 Eastern is 12:30 our time. It's 1:12 here.
I'm on their ass right now.
Hit IT.
Right.
Who we got Tennessee and who's Boone playing Florida?
They ain't
What
playing
time was
that
they
shit.
playing?
Talking about 9
Oh, they
o'clock
ain't
at night.
playing.
That shit ain't getting played.
So when he said it, I just said LOL. That shit late. Y'all the last game, boy. Nobody gonna be trying to wait on that shit.
Ain't
Niggas
nobody
are
waiting
trying to
until
play,
10 o'clock at
boy.
night for them to play the fucking
Especially,
game that should be played this morning.
especially the Southerners. The Southerners, we all snowed in, but we
Yeah,
ain't got
nobody.
shit
We
to
trying
do
to beat
but
the
play the
snow. Ain't got
game.
no time for that shit, bro. Nobody doing none of that. What's up with this game? I'll be petty Betty right now. Who late? Who late? Because this game's supposed to start at 1:30, so who late?
And show, go ahead, kick off.
Yeah, so when it come down to the top 25, like the bracket, because we already looked at what week 13 gonna look like. So the bracket gonna change. Like South Carolina gonna move up a little bit. UCLA gonna drop, losing to USC.
I'll
North
drop
Carolina
out.
won. Florida, Tennessee. Don't know what's gonna happen in that 50-50. Cal gonna move up. LSU gonna move up. Duke play Boston College. They gonna move up. Florida State, SMU, they'll move up. North Carolina, Virginia, they'll move up. Like these teams will move up. Houston, Oklahoma State, Tennessee, Florida, whatever. Texas Tech, Notre Dame. I don't see you dropping far off a 7-point loss. Penn State.
I think I dropped the 12 or 13. No, I think I dropped the 13. I think I dropped the 13.
The question
It's
is
still
who win in week 12? What team like can drop after? Like I'm on a bye week. I could fuck around fall to 4 because UCLA, because USC just beat
USC.
UCLA. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
does
Like
USC play? Who
they
does
play
USC play next week?
They play Notre Dame next week.
So I think Notre Dame. Where's Notre Dame at 6? I think if USC loses to Notre Dame, I think he drops to at least like 8 maybe. But I think if Notre Dame loses, he'll be 10-2. I think he drops to maybe like 10 from 6, 10 or 11. No, I think about 10 because I'm sitting at 10 at 9-3. He'll be 10-2 and he'll beat me. Penn State will jump up major though.
I don't know about jumping up off of coming off of they on a bye week right now. I think me and Penn State in a bad situation just because we idle, and it's teams that play ranked games that won that can jump up. Like USC can go to number 3 just because they beat 22 UCLA. Notre
Yeah.
Dame can move up just because they beat the number 10 team in the nation, right? Like things can happen, right? Georgia,
But Penn
Alabama,
State will
same
probably
thing
be
here.
playing. Penn State will end up playing for
Conference championship
conference
game.
championship.
Yep.
So he probably jump Ohio State at the end of that.
Hmm.
Ohio State got to win to stay in. Georgia probably has to win to stay in.
Yep.
Max needs a win to stay in top 5 for sure. He goes to probably about 7, and then he still have to play a conference championship. He lose again. If he lose this game, Max lose 2 back-to-back games. He kisses his playoff hopes goodbye.
Man.
So it's lined up. It's lined up.
Definitely
Falk taking
lined
the
up.
force. I'm not Falk. Tennessee taking the L at advance is gonna hurt the boy, especially at 11.
No
He ain't
worries
trying all
there,
that
brother.
shit. He ain't gonna go, oh well. Fucking should have played that game last night. All right, let's look at conference standings. We'll start with the ACC first. And right now, you got Clemson 8-0, Duke 6-1. It looks like they're gonna be playing in the ACC championship, right? Clemson won't have a conference loss at all, and I think Duke is done playing conference games. They play week 12, and they got Stanford week 13, so you kind of buy them into the conference championship game.
It
When you look,
depends. Yeah,
the
that'll be a good game. That'll be Duke chance to get in the playoffs.
Arizona State, Colorado, Notre Dame are still undefeated in conference play as of right now. They has Arizona State and Colorado playing for the title. Nobody has a conference game left that matters. So Arizona State should finish undefeated in conference play. Colorado and Notre Dame all should finish undefeated in conference play, and it comes down to the Big 12 committee of who's going to play in that Big 12 championship game. The Big 10, it looks like Penn State and USC playing no matter what. Yep, because UCLA lost their opportunity to play in a conference championship by losing to USC.
Yeah, yeah, he forfeited that right. But again, Ohio State, USC lose. USC, well, it's not a conference game, so yeah, it'd be him and Penn State.
Yep.
But USC, 2 losses for USC will hurt him for sure. Ohio State just definitely need a win to probably go up a spot or 2 and just be in a safer spot. But USC 2 L's back to back to Penn State in conference championship, and then this week
USC can't lose to Notre Dame and Penn State. They got to win one of those games.
Yeah, he do. Me, the latter. Like I said, I ain't gonna tell nobody to play to not win, but keep the game close. Notre Dame, if you don't beat them, and then you for sure have to beat Penn State. I feel like the Penn State win will be more important than beating Notre Dame. Just like you win Big Ten conference championship, you automatic bid in the playoffs.
Look at the Big Ten. We might have a new coach winning that Big Ten championship in year 1, or USC winning their first championship under his regime. When it started off grim, right? It started off like, man, USC ain't like that. To him being battle tested and winning big games after he got this roster put together, and he did it with one of the youngest rosters in the country. I like it. I like what we're seeing right now. And then the SEC is the SEC right now. You got 3 6-1 football teams: Oklahoma, Georgia, and Florida. And then you're looking at South Carolina 5-2, Alabama 5-2, Tennessee 4-2, and LSU 5-2. So, and even Auburn's 5-2. So, the crazy thing is this Florida State Tennessee game needs to be played at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. They could do that. I'll let them play, man. But we not sitting till 9 for that fucking game, bro. Let me see what's up with Boom. We're not waiting till 9, bro, at all. Not doing that.
In reality, we was supposed to been advanced because you said you and Wayne, we was supposed to been advanced. But Falk man, guess Falk game.
Yeah, remember I gave Falk control over the over advancing and shit, so niggas can stop being mad at me every fucking 2 days.
Falk was being generous and gave him to noon. But I ain't gonna lie, they ain't meet his deadline. I say we first advance. Fair saying both, because they were supposed to play, and they ain't played yet.
Georgia lose to Alabama, they not going to the conference championship, and this is where the crazy thing comes in at. Florida, South Carolina, even Alabama. Alabama beat Georgia. Are they in the conference championship, depending on what happens in this Florida-Tennessee game? Or does South Carolina quietly move back? And if South Carolina getting that champion, this is crazy. The SEC looking like SEC right now. That's what's up. Because Georgia and Alabama play this week, Florida and Tennessee play this week. That's going to determine who's playing Oklahoma. Hold up, though. And Oklahoma play LSU. They all play each other to be able to affect what's going to happen in the SEC championship right now. I don't think we ever saw this before. This is the first time this race been like this. It's too many teams fighting for a conference championship berth right now.
I like South Carolina. South Carolina win and Georgia lose. He might get in. He might get in there, but it depends on the head-to-heads in conference. Like, did South Carolina beat Georgia in conference, or did he beat Florida in conference? Well, he plays Florida, doesn't he?
South Carolina played Texas A&M, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma, LSU, Alabama, Ole Miss, Missouri. So they don't play Tennessee or Florida.
So he beat Bama and LSU, but lost to A&M and OU.
Florida got LSU. He beat them 48-24. That was a forced win.
He wouldn't jump Florida because
that was a forced win.
Florida beat A&M though, but he got the win over A&M.
So Florida closed this season with Tennessee. and with one conference loss right now, they kind of got to play this game, man. But again, I'm not waiting till 9 at night for this game to be played. Like, we're just not doing that shit. Rules is rules. And it's different rules when I'm on a bye week. Niggas gotta know that. If you've been in my Mad Leagues forever, you know when I'm on a bye week, y'all better play that shit. But Florida in the situation right now, I don't know, bro. Like, because when we advance, Oklahoma got LSU, and look what happens. Georgia plays Alabama right now. They already playing their game right now as we speak. South Carolina is on all computer games in the conference after that, and they just sitting at fourth right now, with number 2 and 3 having to play 5 and 6, and then 1 got to play 7 at advance, and then 5 got to play Auburn at advance. So it's like, this is sticky. This is sticky.
They gotta.
This is sticky.
They gotta. The SEC though, I said the SEC jumping this year.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's
it is.
jumping the year, but I think South Carolina is definitely on the rise. Like if he jumps in, if he jumps to play in conference championship, it'll
That story gonna be crazy. That story will be crazy.
Max right, cause Max was like everybody gonna drop a level, and he'll probably be the second guy in the SEC. I know, man. Florida ain't going for that. I know they ain't. Man, Georgia them ain't going for that.
Well, Georgia got to show us he ain't going for that. Playing Alabama right now, right? And then Tennessee and Florida, we got to figure it out. Boone keep ignoring me all day. You think I'm that ignoring me? Going to just keep flying, but they ain't going to keep flying. So we'll figure that shit out. The bracket looking like this right now, and it's going. We know the bracket going to change right now. You got Bowling Green and Oklahoma 5 versus 12. Penn State against Ohio State 9 versus 8. Tennessee versus Notre Dame 11 versus 6, and Texas Tech versus Georgia 10 versus 7. We do know the first round bracket will change. Right now they got USC at 4, Clemson at 1, Colorado at 3, and Arizona State at 2. And we know that bracket is going to change. So the playoff bracket is going to change over the next 2 advances. But if the playoffs was to start today, this is what it would look like.
I think Bowling Green probably drops out, maybe.
Well, you gotta keep a group of 5 school in, so they undefeated. They not coming. They good. They not gonna fall out of it at all. But the teams that's in concern right now would be Oklahoma's position, because Oklahoma can go from 5 to 4 real fast. Penn State and Ohio State playing for their playoffs lives, and they're both playing with 2 different records, right? Penn State is at 9 at 10-1, and Ohio State is at 8-3. Penn State can lose in a conference championship game and can be out of the playoffs. Same thing with Ohio State. Ohio State lose to Michigan, they out. They won't be playing in the conference championship, so they just got to win that Michigan game to keep themselves into the playoffs. Tennessee sitting at 11, they can't afford a loss either, and they sitting at 11 at 7-3. And then Notre Dame is sitting at 10-1. They number 6. I think they can afford to lose. Like if they lose a USC, I think they'll still be in though.
Yeah.
You at 10, I think at advance you might fall out of the playoffs, but then you could play your way right back into it.
Yeah.
Depending on what happens.
Yeah, I think it'll come down to Notre Dame if he lose or not. I think that'll just be made it back. And depending on who else loses, like Tennessee if he lose, Ohio State if he lose, because he'll be 8-4. Yeah, so.
And then Alabama actually controls Georgia feet. Alabama can play up spoiler. They can play spoiler real fast. So this thing crunchy down the stretch. I like it. I like where we at down the stretch. Talk about the awards.
Charging, my guy.
All right, let's look at the awards race right now. Maxwell Award. This award is presented to the Player of the Year. I'm gonna go to stats right now. KJ Spiller, CJ brother, is number 1 in the voting right now. 220 attempts, 2,009 yards, 44 rushing touchdowns. He's averaging 13 yards a carry, man. This guy got over 48 runs, over 20 yards, 19 broken tackles. So that tells you when he get in space, you can't touch him.
Yeah, he balling. That's why I said it looks like he's figuring it out.
He a space eater, bro. Oh my God. All right, Ernest Campbell won the Heisman last year. He's second on the Maxwell Award right now. He's sitting with 119 catches, 30 touchdowns,
Georgia
2,357
up
yards,
14 minus 0. Loudly cry
1,157
your
yards
face,
after
loudly cry
contact
your
right
face.
now. 14-0 Georgia up on Alabama right now. How about the senior comes into Notre Dame and Vince Jeffrey with 211 carries, average 8 yards a pop, 25 rushes for 18-15. He also got 739 yards receiving. He's number 3 on this list. Natron Means, the power back, is at 155 carries, 1736, 24 touchdowns, 11 yards a carry, 592. Quarterback Xavier Gata, who's up 14-0 right now on Alabama. The senior playing really well. 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 81 completion percentage for 3,042 yards. Plus he got 663 yards on the ground. Kevin Harvey, the athlete from New Jersey, is on this Tennessee roster with 4,289 passing yards, 43 touchdowns, 13 picks, 606 rushing yards right now. Just under 70% in his completions. Adrian Ramsey, he's been on the Heisman list since day one, but he's sitting here at number 7 on this list, 42 and 19, 49 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and he also has 501 yards rushing. Chris King, the speed demon for Arizona State, can single-handedly make a game go his way for sure. He also averages 13 yards a carry, and he also don't get touched when he's in the open field. 163 attempts, 2,176 yards rushing, 12 catches off the backfield, 130 yards. True freshman quarterback Luke Cannon for Notre Dame, 4,556 yards, 58 touchdowns, 10 INTs, 77 completion percentage, 303 yards on the ground. Jaden Wade, Colorado, 4,117, 50 touchdowns, 15 INTs, 83 completion percentage, 425 rushing yards with 13 rushing touchdowns. Peyton Houston, Arizona State with 49-26, 53 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 73% and 113 on the ground. At Alabama's redshirt senior Corey Vasher, 4,591 yards, 39 touchdowns, 18 picks, 69 completion percentage, 1 point under 70, and 616 rushing yards. The Walter Camp is the same award, damn near, best player, and that goes same people. Look at the Bear Bryant, Cody of the Year, Arizona State's Bully Murray, Deion Sanders for Colorado, Maurice Moody for Clemson, and Don Bishop for Notre Dame are your user coaches of the year candidates. Xavier Bryant goes to the best quarterback of the year. Right now, Xavier Goddard is number 1 on this list. Kevin Harvey's number 2, Adrian Ramsey, Luke Cannon, the true freshman, Jaden Wade at 5, Peyton Houston at 6, Nicole Deswan, 4,000 yards, 48 touchdowns, 15 picks, 69% through 16. Corey Vasher, the veteran. Zaire Ishmaeli started his career off at Louisville. He stayed at Houston, didn't follow his head coach to Michigan. He only threw 2 picks on the year for 3,306 yards, 38 touchdowns. He also got 619 yards rushing, 76%. He's going out with a bang his senior year, and that's the reason why Houston number 12 right now. Drew May got the most passing yards in the country right now with 5,049, 55 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 75%, 248 on the ground as well. How about an old but goodie, Aki Johnson, Washington, 3,275, putting in that work right now. And then Tulsa's quarterback, Barry Mager.
Oh, he got 30 TDs, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he balling. He ain't throwing no picks. All right, when it comes down to the best defensive player of the year, Braxton Rain, Colorado, elite sophomore defensive end with 32 sacks, 60 tackle for losses, 8 fumbles. He balling. DeMata Pecco, the other edge coming off of Colorado's edge, 24 sacks, 52 tackle for losses, 4 fumbles. D tackle Tyler Moore, Colorado, 20 sacks, 48 tackle for losses, 4 fumbles. And Ezra Christensen comes from New Mexico State to Colorado in the transfer portal, 15 sacks, 47 tackle for losses, and 5 fumbles. Next up is Mike linebacker Bo Blue for Honolulu, Hawaii, right? Get your Polynesians in the building. 44 tackles, 32 tackle for losses, 1 fumble, 14 sacks at Mike linebacker. Balling right now. They also got Dez Money, the senior safety, 4 interceptions, 7 passes deflected, 3 sacks, 41 tackles, and 11 starts. Auburn's middle linebacker John Udeze, 49 tackles, 5 sacks, 10 passes deflected, 3 interceptions, 22 tackles for loss. Duke and their edge rusher Trent Hooks coming off the edge with 14 sacks, 25 tackles for losses, 3 forced fumbles. Deion Miner for South Carolina, the safety with 9 picks on the year, 3 passes deflected, 1 sack, 38 assisted tackles, 26 tackles in 10 games. Georgia's will linebacker Earl Boyd coming off the edge, 6 interceptions, he's more of a pass guy, 29 tackles, 4 sacks. Schlugaboo for Clemson, 13 sacks, 26 tackles for losses, 29 total tackles, 3 fumbles in 11 games. And then Tim Grimes, the will linebacker for Notre Dame with 42 tackles, 24 tackles for loss, 15 tackles assisted, 16 sacks, 2 fumbles in 11 games. Same thing with the Bronco Nowinski, best defensive player. Not going to go through that again. All right, the Jim Thorpe Award. Dash Money from Arizona State holding it down. Deion Miner looked like he leading the league in interceptions with 9. Landon Bars, the big safety for Tennessee, 5 interceptions, 2 passes deflected. Kobe Meredith, the other safety for Arizona State, 6 picks, 7 deflected, 2 sacks, 36 tackles assisted, 25 total tackles. Doug Durante, the big linebacker and ass safety, 6 interceptions, 4 passes deflected, 2 sacks. The good thing about his safety, they both true sophomores. They both will be back next year, and they both, one is 6'5", the other one is 6'3". They giants back there, man. Dale Mezer, the corner, this is the number 1 corner in the country. Dale Mezer, 8 interceptions, 9 passes deflected, 40 tackles. He balling right now. Like, this might be the shutdown.
Oh, he funny.
And he's from Little Rock, Arkansas.
I did not realize what his name was, boy.
Is he somebody? He a real life nigga?
Yeah, he a real life nigga. Yeah, he played corner for them in high school. That's our guy, my guy. I grew up with the guy. But yeah,
I love him story. Look where he from.
Played corner. Yeah, he from Little Rock. When you said Dale Messer, I'm like, I know that name. Nah, yeah, he got 8 interceptions, 40 tackles, 9 deflections. Ballin'. What is he, a sophomore?
Mm-hmm.
He looked like him too. That's funny.
Red shirt junior.
Yeah, he from Arizona State.
And he been balling since 2030. 5 picks, 4 picks, and now 8 picks. This might be the best corner in college football right now.
101 tackles in 2030 is OD.
Yeah, that's OD like a motherfucker. That mean a lot of niggas was catching passes on him and he just coming down making tackles.
Yeah, that shit OD.
Are we looking at the number 1 corner off the board in the 2032 draft?
Yeah, I don't see nobody else better.
From high school, you grew up with him in high school, played with his dad in high school, and now the son is out here getting it in right now, and it looks like at 6'2", 216. Like, this is an NFL corner dream outside, right? Like, you need a bumper run specialist that's that physical, that big, who had 101 tackles in 1 year, 66 tackles in his sophomore year, and his junior year right now with a couple games left, 57 tackles. This kid is a dog, right? You're looking at 17 interceptions in 3 seasons, bro. Like, he's a guy.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
I can see him playing for the Denver Broncos.
No, he got a linebacker with 14 sacks. That's a crazy backfield, but I'm stuttering. That's a crazy backfield though. Like,
yeah, Arizona State starting to bitch a little bit more now. They really was a team that sat in coverage and let their front 3 or front 4 just play, and their front 7 just, get into their zone fits and sit where they at. Now you can see he's starting to develop a little bit more in that bag on defense. But when you bring your whole returning defense back like he did, you can do things like this. You can blitz linebackers. You can start taking chances because you got the experience on your roster to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a sign of a good coach, bro. A good coach that look at his personnel, that understand what he has, and he start putting them in situations, right? Most guys force their guys to do what they want them to do. Brandon hasn't done that with his defense. Brandon has allowed his defense to dictate what he's going to do year to year. The players dictated it, right? That's how I am at Colorado. You let your shooters shoot. Simple as that. You put your guys in the best position and let your playmakers make plays.
Yeah, he balling over there. You think he always? I don't know. He got
He
a good
doing his
defense
thing.
this year. He got a good
He
defense
got
this
one of
year.
he got one of the deepest returning defenses, the most experienced defenses in college football right now. Him, North
Yeah.
Carolina, got the most experienced defense back right now.
He man, competition been up because he had a rough little 2 week patch and people counted him out. He counted himself out. I knew he probably thought like, damn, I might be out of here. I think SEC and ACC are two conferences that are they can go either way as far as they playoff spot. And then Arizona State, they got talent though. Cause I ain't gonna lie, he got 40 solos only in what week we in? 12.
Yep.
When he got 40 solo tackles, 8 interceptions. That's not bad. That's not bad. He ain't really returning interceptions like that, but he going crazy, and he might come back. I think he might. I think he go back. I think he return a year and be a senior, redshirt senior.
And he does a good job of bringing guys back. That's the one thing I say. And he got the CEO shit open, so he could probably get this guy to come back if he wanted him to. If I'm Meredith though, I mean I'm sorry. If I'm Measure, there's nothing else left for me to do in college football except win a national title. And he only
Yeah,
3 seasons removed, so he was on the roster when they won their last title.
yeah. I think he still got to go crazy though.
How about Boo Carter comes in from Tennessee to Colorado, and Boo sitting on 7 interceptions, 5 passes deflected. We're not even showing his what he done as a freshman. He balling for us. So he calls fumbles and everything. Like, where the fumbles at? Let's show those. Deflected 5, caused 3 fumbles, recovered 1,
Yeah, bro. He hit his head because
and
he
a
had another
touchdown right
touchdown.
there.
He alright.
Balling out.
He alright.
Malachi Tafu, another safety for Colorado, balling out too. He got 4 interceptions, 6 pass deflections, 4 sacks in the year. Auburn's Joseph Ware, senior, with 6 interceptions, 10 passes deflected, 24 tackles assisted, 47 total tackles. It's always good to see corners making plays, man, especially in the run game. Brian Robinson, the safety for Oklahoma, 9 picks, tied for the most interceptions on the season this year with 9 out of the DBs. 4 deflected, 23 tackles, 26 tackles for losses right now. Marco James, safety for Notre Dame, 3 picks, 5 pass deflected, 32 tackles. And then Rashawn Wimbush, another strong safety, 6 interceptions, 1 pass deflected, 18 tackles assisted, 31 total tackles for LSU. The Doak Walker Award. This award is presented to the best running back in the nation right now. I don't see how anybody's going to beat out KJ Spiller. He balling. Vince Jeffries, Natron Means, Chris King, and then Jamie Gibbs for Nebraska sitting up here with 7 yards to carry, 17 rushing touchdown, 274 yards receiving, 1364 as the senior is putting in work. And he's splitting time in the backfield with the transfer from Clemson. Deshaun Hines, North Carolina, with 180 carries, 1380, 7 yards a pop, 11 rushing touchdowns, 442 yards. Wayne Canty for LSU, 1395, 18 rushing touchdowns, 7 yards a pop, 272 in the air. Willis McGahee Jr., his son, with 165 carries, 1191, 15 touchdowns, 7 yards a pop, 332 yards. James Jackson Jr., the junior running back for UCLA, 229 attempts. They give him the football, 6 yards a pop. He's a workhorse. 1437, 14 touchdowns, and he caught 333 yards passing. Michael Welch, redshirt junior for Colorado, 138 attempts for 1890, averaging 13 yards a pop. 20 rushing touchdowns, 8 catches for only 46 yards, but Michael Welch has the most broken tackles in college football this year. Derek Rashid stayed at Houston with 204 carries, 1093. He's a true junior. I wonder if he'll stay at Houston. They win it. I don't think he'll hit the portal. 22 touchdowns. Andre Campbell, Texas Tech. Look at the young junior, 5'9", 184, with 174 rushes for 1,056 yards, 20 touchdowns, 166 6 yards a pop. Okay, Texas, like, we finally seeing a running back of yours in the building. You usually throwing the ball all game.
I'm over here thinking the same thing. I said, hey, wait. I'm like, hold on. At the bottom, that's like Texas State, man. I've been running the ball that much. But that was a goal to establish a run game, get some run, not be one dimensional this year. Remember I said that. I said I'm trying not to be as one dimensional and be able to do the ball,
And if you can
get the
get this
ball on
kid to
turn,
buy
run the
in and he
ball,
come back for his senior
come
year, you
back,
got you a
yeah.
dog in the backfield.
Yeah, then give me a quarter. Then my quarterback, young, he'll be a sophomore next year. So true sophomore, come in, be hit the off season, will be get some get some abilities on us, and be able to make some throws that we should have been able to make this year.
All right, when it comes
But
down to wide receivers right now, Ernest Campbell, the returning Heisman winner, is sitting with 119 catches, 2,357. Let me ask you the question. Is he the best receiver in college football this year?
yeah, got 30 TDs, with 22, 3, 5, 7.
And he literally run
Yeah,
a punt back every game. The only reason why he ain't winning that award right now is because I stopped walking him. He
I
running out of
got
bounds and shit. It dog, bro.
119 catches with 2 drops.
Yeah, he don't drop the ball, but he might be the fastest player I ever played with. I've never seen speed like this, bro. Like, you go to my YouTube channel right now and see some of the shit he do with the ball in his hand. How about Matt Hennessy?
He balling.
Tulane,
Yeah,
83 catches, 1,314 yards, 22 touchdowns from a computer team, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah, he going crazy.
Carl Stockton having a hell of a senior year as well. 73. This is a homegrown. 73 catches, 1,590, 14 touchdowns right now, 500. What I like about Ernest Campbell, look at the yards after contact.
Yeah,
He got
yeah,
a
you can tell.
1157 at the contact and only 2 drops in 119 attempts. Uh-oh. Got a guy moving up. Fresher freshman, Dexter Beckner. 89 catches for Penn State, 1280. Penn State got them a guy at receiver. They got 2 of them, to be honest with you. He got 14 touchdowns. Now, 89 catches, 6 drops. 559 yards after contact. And remember
Yeah,
this kid that didn't follow you?
yeah, going crazy. It didn't follow. He didn't follow. He didn't follow. He was
67
supposed
catches
to,
for
but
1111, 21 touchdowns, bro. No drops. Man, you throw him
yeah,
the
no
ball, he
drops.
catching that bitch.
No drops. I couldn't get him to follow. He went to. Yeah, I couldn't get him to follow, man. That's crazy.
Hold on, we're not doing this.
I'm gonna say the
31-14.
George Freeze.
Hold me down for a second. We're
Yep,
not
yep,
waiting until
gotcha.
9 p.m. Boom, don't do that, bro. Because you be one of the main ones talking about hit it.
Ice boondocks rolling on the floor laughing. BBQ chicken. Corey out here doing dumb shit.
Man, I go first see him, they boy. Is
31
Bama and Georgia playing?
21
Anybody know
now.
that?
They playing right now.
Oh, okay. What's
Tell
going over
him get
there?
on COD or something, heard he was eat on that low. 31-21J.
And that's the reason why your ass ain't got.
Put it
That's
down. Leave it alone.
(38-21).
straight bullshit. Where the fuck's this nigga at, man?
What quarter?
What's going on in that game?
(7 seconds from half).
Boone is the legit reason why this nigga Brendan Barnes, who we never heard of as a redshirt sophomore, but in a sense, I hope this nigga hit the portal. Let's check him out for a second, fellas. He one of the Corey leftovers. You can see it. You can tell how he's built right here, right? Now, with that being said, this kid as a
38-28
redshirt
low.
sophomore, who won in that game? Sweetheart, love you. This guy, what's their record? This guy might keep his ass in the. He might be in a portal. I'm just gonna give all y'all that's watching right now opportunity to see a redshirt sophomore. It's a 93 overall. That Boone put in this position. I'll tell you why. It might have been the smartest shit I ever seen a nigga do. That's why he can't play no more computer games.
38-28 Bama down 10 and just got the ball after half.
458 yards against Boone with 6 touchdowns in a 99-90 game. Now, see, what Boone was smart at was he showed that the computer scored 90 points on him. I couldn't stop him. So that gave him the go to bed to do what he did, right? Nobody falling for that shit. You suspend it, can't play another fucking computer game for 2 seasons. But the reason why Brendan Barnes is in this fight right now is because of this game right here. You can't be in a fucking bracket of uh Blanitkoff Award with only, think about it, one touchdown. He went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
TD Bomber
6,
now.
7 games. 7 games. You know Bama gonna come back. That turbo shit out, man. Watch next season. We won't play another computer game. Watch next season. Promise you. This nigga he only scored a touchdown in 4 games and went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games without a touchdown. And he on this list because of that one performance. And he's 6 right now. Okay. I'll say this. When it comes down to user receivers, guys ain't going crazy with their receivers this year. It seems like it's the year of the running back. But here go Aaron Griffin, the gadget guy. Let's take a look at Aaron for a second.
Corey finna fold.
You know he about to fold. That turbo killing him right now. He can't sit in the same. It shouldn't hurt Corey. Corey like to sit in the same D anyway. He be breaking the rule like a motherfucker on the D. But you know that turbo shit gonna kill you because he's gonna spread you out and get you all the way to the red zone and then blast the shit out you. Hey Max, what's saying? You got same number?
Up 31-14 incoming paragraphs.
Oh shit. He about to, you know what? All right, type in the main chat for 2 speed to excel. What he about to complain about if he don't win this game?
Connection or turbo low.
Boy, 60, not connection. Corey shit terrible. He ain't gonna be bitching about connection. He gonna bitch about that can't stop the turbo. 60 catches. That shit crazy because we used to Bama being a smash mouth football team. I like it though in a sense. I mean, I get it. I get why people complain about it. I understand it and I understand it severely. But
It's gon' be turbo or he gonna be like, man, I let up completely on me.
But I like this part. I like the fact that he took that Bama team from a smash mouth football team that, you know, throw over the top when he can, to like literally a turbo scheme that incorporates the quarterback running the ball, you know, throwing the ball as well with a heavy run game with it. So I kind of like it in a sense because it's his, and you know he's doing it. Nobody else doing it. Most of us won't touch that shit on some turbo shit like that because we know what it is. But I like how he like you got to respect the guy that, you know, finds something and make it his own and nobody's really duplicating it, right? In a sense where I like that. Like I would hate for niggas to start dick riding it and trying to do exactly what he's doing. It would be stupid to try it because you ain't gonna have fun with it. I promise you. You know, that's his. Let it be his. Trent Bradbury, though, 69 catches, 1204, 16 touchdowns, 4 drops on the year. Anquan Bolden's son, 64 catches, 1272, 16 touchdowns. He got 7 drops on the year. And then you got senior receiver Brock McBath for Penn State with 64 catches, 4,070, 18 touchdowns as well. As far as Whitted, the 6'5 freak speedster, Blazer, right? 99 speed, 99 excel out of Norma, Oklahoma. He went right in the Max backyard and stole him. Damn. Dog. Oh my God. Don't let Texas Tech bring these guys back. Shit. Lombardi Award, Braxton Rain, D'Amata Pecco, same guys. I'm not going to go through the names. Same guys. Notre Dame got 3 at the bottom. Usually, they don't, as long as he going to the draft, better not go to the portal. Max gonna steal him. He keeps stealing all our players. Senior quarterback Xavier Gata on his way to losing.
45-42.
Don't just say 45-42. Who the fuck winning?
Obama Games basketball scores.
Yeah,
H&M.
that turbo shit, bro. Like that shit hard to stop because
I
you
wonder
can't do
why.
shit. Because you can't change your D and do shit when you're in turbo. Niggas don't be burning timeouts. You fucking play Ran, you gonna burn all 6 of them timeouts in the first half. Oklahoma's transfer quarterback Ben Choice is 6th on this list, and Clyde Peters for Duke is 7th on this list. Cal's quarterback Chris York is 8 on the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award.
And all 4 pauses loudly crying face.
Edge rusher of the year: Braxton Rain, Damata Pecco, Trent Hook, Sluggaboo, Walt. He lucky I'm saying that name. Walt Ogletree, AJ Brownlee, Tamba Ali Jr. balling out as a redshirt freshman. He'll be back. Sam Henderson, the senior edge rusher for Arizona State. Strong as an ox, 295 strength, coming off the edge with 93 acceleration. Hit power 98 dog. He tired as fuck right now. Look like he got a leg injury. Who else hurt? Brownie, both his guys hurt. Walt can't even walk. Fuck, motherfucking left edge from out of Millville, New Jersey don't got legs. Sluggaboo shoulder hurt and his leg hurt. Trent, he hurt but not hurt. Damata Pekka, where my guy? He's solid as a rock. These niggas come off the edge every game, don't get to what the fuck? Steroid ass niggas, man. Come on, Ant. These steroid ass niggas. Kang Slater and the Wildcat with 41 pancakes. Jaquise Turbin, 72 pancakes. Oh my God. How many fucking pancakes if this nigga got 71? God damn. Look at Sean Kinney, the transfer. Tight end of the year, Andre Benjamin, freshman. Notre Dame got a squad coming back, bro. I like he winning right now, and he got niggas balling right now. Shout out to Notre Dame, man. Bryson Wright, redshirt junior. Oscar Buckhalter. We got some 1,000-yard tight ends in this bitch. Niggas going crazy with they tight ends. Jeremiah Stokely. Then he come from like Houston or somewhere. UCLA stayed with a tight end shit. Clemson, Mateo Thus. Redshirt freshman. He gonna be a problem. Whoever get that Oregon job got some young gunners. Dick Buckets. If it ain't a Dick Buckets award of an Alabama linebacker ain't on this bitch. There you go. I was going to say. Gotta have a Bama linebacker on this bitch. Bo Blue look like he the best linebacker in the country right now. Desi, a dog. Earl Boyd for Georgia. Tim Grimes. Antonio Todd. He should be on Ohio State roster, but yet Clemson got him with 3 sacks, 32 tackles, 26 assisted, 5 passes deflected. Matt Heenan, Nebraska, sophomore. He coming back with 66 tackles. And he got 5 picks at the mic. 6'4" signal caller, dog. This might be the best linebacker in the country. Don't let the stats fool you. He the most clutch linebacker in the country. I don't call him the best. They go David Gata. His brother is the quarterback for Georgia. He said, I'm going to North Kakalaki, bitch. Jason Coco. This nigga keep getting these niggas from South Africa and shit. Oh, my niggas out of 4? Alright, I'm gonna run 6 of them back this game. Stop playing with me. Okay. Coffee Thrash, Auburn, Dom Carden, South Carolina. Joel, let's see how many he got. He must be doing both. My guy only run punch back this time around. Lucky. He got 1 punt return for a touchdown and 3 kick returns for 1,506 yards. Okay, 4 total touchdowns. Coffee thrash. One punt return, 3 kick returns. Okay, I ain't mad at you. Total of 4. I ran out of bounds at the 1 yard line at least 10 times this year. That's what happened when you down there when you got 84 points too early. Let's see what T doing with Dom.
Bring back
Carter.
play calling rules.
None. But he got 5 kick returns. T out there walking shit.
45-49 bomb up.
That nigga sold. Oh my god, this shit funny as hell. My nigga Earn. He don't get no chances to run kickoffs back no more. That's motherfucking Q6 job. So you just look at this shit, bro. I got 5 returns just as a punt returner, and I'm telling you, I ran about 10 of them and walked out of bounds because I couldn't go over the 84-point score. So now we don't got no kick returns. He ain't the kick returner this year. Now remember, he was last year. That's why he went crazy last year. He wasn't the punt returner last year. He was just a kick returner. He was just a punt returner this year. But I'm gonna turn these 5 until about 4 more. I'm gonna run 4 of them bitches back. He too fast. I could talk confidently like that and know I can really do it because it ain't been a game I ain't walk a punt. It's just when I do walk them, I gotta go out of bounds and I don't want no punt return scores. I want touchdowns. Who got the Sean Alexander Award? Luke Cannon, a true freshman, balling out. He gonna be a dog next year. Wayne Canty, Dexter Beckner, Andre Benjamin, Lane Hatchett, the quarterback for Texas Tech, Darrell Simonson, quarterback for South Carolina, Carson Jones, quarterback for Ohio State, Torrey Holt Jr., wide receiver, Calvin Tam, freshman wide receiver,
52-49 Georgia.
Zeke Elliott, Ohio State. How much time left? Javier Darsaw, Duke.
The shit sad lol.
They fucking playing basketball, bitch. Alright, when I come back on the show, we're going to do the 5-star flex. I'm not doing it right now because Jay had to hop off. You know, niggas is in storms right now. But with that being said,
just started.
Fourth quarter just started. Alright, we'll catch y'all on the rebound. Holla at you when we holla at you.